Prepared today, neighbors in the Gulfport community will start to get some semblance of normality back to their lives.
An area hit hard, and today they're getting some help with debris cleanup that is piling up in front of their front yards. Now for the first time, neighbors will get a chance to clean out some of that debris, and 10 Tampa Bay's Nick Valturo joins us now with more on what is expected in Gulfport. Good morning, Nick.
Yeah, Sarah, good morning. And let's remember, Gulfport was one of those areas hardest hit during Helene. We're talking about a 6 to 8 foot storm surge. You can just look at the damage behind me. We saw flooding here in the Tampa Bay area that hasn't been seen in more than a century. And now you could see neighbors have begun lining the streets with a lot of that trash. You could see everything from window frames, mirrors, all of this wood, boxes, different pieces of furniture all scattered here across the street. And starting today, they can get rid of some of this junk with the city starting to pick up some of that debris. Now, piles upon piles of trash are lining the streets here in Gulfport, from couches and mattresses to bed frames and appliances, all pushed out on the curb. Today, the city will begin that collection process. These runs will be made on multiple days throughout the affected areas. The city says there's no need to call or submit a cleanup request. They will be covering the entire city, although they admit it's going to take some time. Now, the storm debris will be collected separately from regular household trash and recycling, so the city asked to keep them in the following separated piles: garbage, yard waste, building debris, appliances, and other waste. And the city is asking for residents to place the debris right here in the right-of-way in front right here of the curb. They don't want anything that's going to obstruct being able to get this job done. They don't want anything in front of utility boxes, fire poles, anything in front of trees. They want to make sure everything's right here in the right-of-way to make it easy for this garbage pickup.
Yeah, Nick, we were talking before you went out this morning. In a typical year, the city collects about 40,000 tons of household items put in the curb. And this week alone, they have seen nearly 3/4 of that. So where does all this trash go?
Yeah, Sarah, it's a monumental haul. There is just so much trash, so many people impacted by the storm and all that flooding. So what they say they're going to be doing is bringing all that trash to different private landfills to make sure they reduce the impact here on the local dump sites. Now, what they're telling us here in Gulfport is this is not going to be an overnight job. It's not going to take weeks, but it's probably going to take months to get rid of most of this trash. So they're just asking residents here in the Gulfport area to remain patient while they try to get the job done. For right now, reporting live in Gulfport, Nick Valturo, 10 Tampa Bay.